ń tàṣà wa. Níbi igi níbi ìwòlímọ̀ wọn a máa jó molo. Níbi igi níbi ìwòlímọ̀ wọn a máa jó molo. Molo wọ, molo dá, molo wọ, molo dá. Molo ń dá wọn lẹ́yìn wọn á dákú gbọ́rọ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ àwa òjò molo. Fáyemí, this is a special dedication to all the women all over the world. Àwọn ìyá wa they also women. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nítorí náà ìyá ni wúrà iyebíye. Ìyá kò lè fọwọ́ ra. Our mummies ìyá ni wúrà iyebíye. Ìyá kò lè fọwọ́ ra. Wọ́n lóyún mi fọ́ṣù mẹ́sàn-án. Ó pọ́dún mọ́ bí ó mẹ́fà. Ìyá ni wúrà iyebíye. Ìyá kò lè fọwọ́ ra. Our mummies, we appreciate you. All the women, we appreciate your contribution. If we are hungry, we call on you. Whatever we want, you give us. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ẹ̀yin obìnrin. Whatever we request, you give us. If we are in school, we ask for school fees. Mama ọlọ́jà ẹ ṣeun o. All the women, we appreciate you. Your contribution can never be forgotten. Nílé ayé táì láíláíláíláíláíláíláí. Ìyá ní wúrà iyebíye. Ìyá kò lè fowó rà. Ìyá ní wúrà iyebíye. Ìyá kò lè fowó rà. Ó lóyún mi fóṣù mẹ́sàn-án. Ó pọ́n mi fọ́dún mẹ́fà. Ìyá ní wúrà iyebíye o. Ìyá kò lè fowó rà. Hello, hello, test the microphone. I see the women rocking to the beat, enjoying the beat. It's your day. Hey, Osheifa, come. Thank you.
Beautiful rendition.
Thank
there.
you.
And another tribute to the women ahead of the International Women's Day. And today's focus, today's focus is about Lagos. And do you know that style, you know that song, the music is, that kind of music, the style of music he just did is also synonymous with Lagos.
Yes.
It is. So today our topic, Lagos social life. Lagos, the center of excellence, the city that never sleeps, the city of aquatic splendor, you know, from the vibrant nightlife and its rich artistic expressions. All that will be looked into this morning with our guest, Tunji Shotimiri. He's a university don, he's a comedian, he's an entertainer, he's a singer, he's a man he's a man of many parts. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here once again.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So let's start looking at the social life in Lagos and how it has evolved over time.
You know, Lagos is more like a mini Africa. I'm not saying Nigeria. Mini Africa. I mean, that is the center of attraction. It is the center of business, of progress, of prosperity. Frankly, I mean, when you travel out of this country, people say, are you from Lagos? Because,
are you from Lagos?
Are you from Lagos? Because that's where they're used to. They feel comfortable when they come to Lagos. Because you see, life in itself opens up to an extent that whatever you want to explore, any opportunity, it's there for you. I mean, let me just cite an example. The limitless opportunities that you can get from Lagos. A couple of times I've traveled. I mean, the nature of our job is that you move around. Outside of Lagos, when, for instance, you have issues with your vehicle, they will tell you, is it that part? Oh, no, you have to go to Lagos to go and get it. You understand? This is not saying that other states, other areas of Nigeria are not, developed, but I'm saying that there is no state that you can compare with Lagos in terms of the level of development opportunities and the several, things that you can get. It's so magical. So when you say just go there, you will get it. Because when something is produced today and in anywhere in the world, you will get it in Lagos on that day. How it happens, I don't know. You will get it.
Okay.
So that's just by way of opening remark from me. Opening remark. I'm telling you.
Opening remark.
Yes. So.
Okay. Because we're talking about the social life of this city, Lagos. And Adebimpe did say during the introduction that the city that never sleeps. But there's also another slogan. There is no party like the Lagos Party. What makes the Lagos Party the Lagos Party?
We can... This conversation is something that we'll continue to talk about it forever.
Let's just pick,
yes.
those things.
Because you see, in the past, people would schedule social engagements only for the weekends. But now it's a daily thing. I am telling you.
There's no day that there's no day.
You have event centers all over the place. They say just go to this place, My party is on so and so Monday. And people will flock the entire place. That's to say that they like to celebrate themselves. They support themselves. They appreciate themselves, in Lagos. And it is not, every aspect of life is showcased in that kind of ceremony, during that kind of ceremony. From the music to the clothes that you wear, Ashoebi, and it's latest too. It's not. That's where you see the latest.
The latest style.
Yeah, if you want to know, man, let me just go. Because there are some celebrities that cannot miss out in that kind of environment. So I want to go and see. So, especially if you advertise that it is this band that is playing, it is this person that is anchoring the event, it is this person that is doing the decoration for us. And they want to be there. They will look. And the social life in Lagos, it has a way of taking depression out of you. Yes, now.
Yes.
It will because
It's not helping you just forget your trouble.
You will just dump it and bury it for as long as that party is happening. In fact, people clamor to get invitation cards to attend programs.
You pick your problem when you leave the party.
Exactly. Because when you get there, I mean, that is, when you have access into that hall, just know that
Just a feeling.
for the period
You are
that
there.
you are there, life in abundance.
All right, let's now look at the cultural influence of Lagos and how it impacts on the social life.
Cultural. It's diverse. Because as I earlier on said, Lagos it's central to all the social, and then I can then add cultural activities. Because you have people from different ethnic backgrounds and groups coming to settle in Lagos. and they bring with them their cultural nuances, their cultural principles, and all of these things are demonstrated, are showcased, are shared within this cultural, communal, environment that we find ourselves. If we trace it back, I know that modern times now has advanced in terms of the fashion sense, in terms of showcasing your culture and all of that. People actually use the platform that the social environment provides for them to, people hold meetings. And it is during this kind of meetings and town hall meetings and stuff, social, that you will see people coming with their own sense of identity through the way that they speak, the way that they dress, the way that they sing, the way that they decorate the environment, even, the name any aspect, the festivals that happen. Is it your festival that you're talking about, the Adamorisha? And when, for instance, I remember, you have activities that is organized by the, tourism department and all of that. You see people coming into the hall in their cultural outfit, and to make statements, profound statements that will remain indelible in your mind forever. When you ask, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Akwa Ibom, but I'm in Lagos and I'm settled in. Where are you from? Oh, I'm from the East. Where are you from? I'm from Ijebu. Where are you from? I'm from. And everybody gathers together.
And they all have a community.
It's a community and they're so happy about it. They're so proud of it because it's an opportunity. It's a platform that gives them the opportunity to, as it were, pronounce their identity. Yeah, because so that it's a take away for you. What are you bringing to the table and what are you taking with you from us? So it's a gift that individuals will bring to that kind of. So culture is something that was there, is here, and will continue to remain. And Lagos has a way of advancing, of improving, of reinventing. And it's a daily thing. It's not what you see in one cultural, what do you call it now?
A cultural setting?
Yes. It's something that you see people. Is it the fashionistas that you talk about? The fashion designers, the musicians, they upgrade themselves, they reinvent themselves on it, so that our children who do not know so much about the past will now see accounts and records of what had gone, what had been, and then what is presently happening and what it's about. So, and I'm happy that these younger ones are also, tagging along with the trend of things.
Okay. Sorry, Tunji, since you've mentioned the younger ones now, and if we just backtrack a little bit, Dirty December, and Clean January, Dirty December, and then so of course governments and other stakeholders are also looking forward to making that an annual event, because the younger ones are connecting greatly with the Center of Excellence on that. So if you take a look at December, the month of December, month of festivity, and the culture of the people of Lagos, the costume, the beauty of Lagos, and maybe again the music, that Lagos has to offer. How much?
And it has its own lingos, the linguistic expression, the slangs.
The slangs.
It's cultural.
Okay, you will take us through some of those slangs.
Yeah.
But then let's quickly talk about the effect of the Lagos, of the Dirty December on the economy of Lagos, with the costume, the architecture, the beauty, and of course the Lagos effects itself.
Yeah, one thing that that has helped to build is to generate some kind of fund for whoever has fresh ideas, because people also want to trend what is happening. So if you place a price on the, as it were, commodity, on the art, on the craft, and it's showcased on a platform that, you know, will help to enable people anywhere in the world to see them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if the media, for instance, don't always want to miss out, you know, from that kind of, you know, the Dirty December stuff, like, because they also want,
The frenzy.
yeah, content, content for their programs. And people want to, you know, they struggle, they strive to participate, you know. So they bring the bests, you know, from their own reservoir to showcase during this kind of, you know, once it is just do a little advert that this is happening, I'm bringing this, you know, people, you know, you just swoop around and say, okay, yeah, I don't want to miss out of this. So, and the thing that is central to this is that it's generating money for whoever has something that is new, that is fresh, that is refreshing, that is innovative.
Right.
Because if you keep repeating, there's no way that it will stir any interest in anybody.
Right.
So you have to be innovative. So that's the key thing there.
Okay, there's one thing else that is very, very, very unique about Lagos, which is its nightlife.
That's right.
Even when there is no party, even when there is no Dirty December,
Yeah.
we will create the party, you know. So what effect does this have on the economy and, of course, the culture? Like when you started with that music, I said that style of music is synonymous with Lagos,
with
Lagos environment.
Yeah.
So what impact, you know, will the Lagos nightlife have on the economy and, of course, culture?
Well, let me say that if I play back a bit, you know, in terms of memory recall and all of that, yeah, it used to be an environment that you could go out and still till about, go out from, in fact, from the evening period, you know, 4, 5, after, if you are the regular office worker, you know, when you close, you shut down from office, you can just hang in any place, your friend's place, you know, anywhere that you can relax and have it till about, relax, you know, until about 10, 11, 12, 1, right? Because, you know, you still have to go to work tomorrow. You know, and then, yeah, you can. But in terms of, because we need to be honest now, because while people are having fun, they also yearn for the need to live in a secure environment. I know that Lagos has worked so hard to ensure that, you know, people have security in order for them to move around very freely. But the Owambe parties, because, I mean, this is our area.
Yeah.
I mean, it is our area. The Owambe will groove, right? But attention for Owambe is concentrated towards the weekend more now. But for the younger ones, they club anytime. Those ones will club till DB. You know,
daybreak.
so yeah, till daybreak, yeah. So it is, we have to have a sense of balance. But these elderly ones are a bit, you know, they want to apply a bit of wisdom. But the younger ones just, what they use to use their language, let's freestyle, let's get loose, let us, you know, enjoy our, so there is a bit of, you know, let's balance things up, you know. But generally speaking, there are people who run these clubs, there are people who run, you know, the cabs that move around, the Uber, the all of those things that move around to take people, you know. So they are still functioning. That's where they are living. Some people will travel out from outside of Nigeria and land on that same day. Say, okay, meet me at so place where I want to celebrate you. I want, you know. So it is still happening compared to other places. So Lagos is still bouncing and kicking and generating interest. Yeah, vibrancy. So it's still happening.
The energy.
The energy is there. And when you talk about the, the money that is generated, the economy and all of that, they will close down if it's not happening now. You have more people setting up. There are more radio stations announced. Look at it now. Radio stations are coming up, TV stations, springing up and all of that
So
to
business.
complement the social life in Lagos. Do you know how many media houses that you have now in Lagos? But when you
Thank God
tune
for
in-
online.
Thank God. When you tune in like this, tell you, yes, now this is Swiss regiment. And so, don't let me. I'm making a lot of anybody.
So we can't talk about social life and not talk about fashion. Fashion statement. Late last year, we saw the trends of Ashoke coming back, and then you see people making beautiful styles with Ashoke. You have Adire, So I also want us to talk about the fashion statement in Lagos.
That's right. Like I said, and I'm happy that the younger ones are not totally, because we used to have this concern for our younger ones to say, this is not the time that you must tie around your, you want to.
I don't think they have ties. I don't think they have suits.
So now when you go out there, like I said, people want to, make statements, particularly the younger ones, And I'm also happy that in some offices, like the banks and all of that, they have adopted, some things go to, the airports and, the airlines and all of, they've adopted their cultural, fashion sense, so to say, something that is uniquely their own, uniquely Africa, uniquely Nigeria. Specifically, some people even showcase their ethnic culture through the costumes that they wear.
Right.
So that one is happening. And I'm happy about all these organizations and institutions, even, the religious groups are also promoting their own, when you go to, revivals, whether it's Muslim, whether you see them showcasing their culture. And it's, on those platforms, you see musicians wearing lovely outfits. You see them, presenting themselves as a group, very colorful. When festivals happen in Lagos, it is a time to make statements about where you come from, so that, the variety of, of clothes that people bring, gives a sense of, me and people, when they now see that this is what Lambaja is wearing, and they instantly snap it and send it to their tailor instantly. So that happens, and it's not only what you wear. If it's your hair, too, the way I'm looking at this, your own hair,
It will
too,
soon go
the way it's
viral.
going to this. Is it Koju Sakpa?
No, it's Koju Soko.
Koju Soko. Who was it right? No, I'm telling you, I've seen, there's something.
We pick up trends.
Absolutely,
easily.
you cannot control the emotions of people when it comes to instant way that they react to, the fashion that they see. And it is so much out there, honestly,
Let's quickly touch on food and snack of the Lagos people. Of course, you have things, or we had things like the yo-yo, the edikbupa, you had the tapioca, you had
the mosa,
yes, and then the moyo. All of those things, yes, they are still.
Don't go there, because by the time you want to,
Please, we are fasting.
let me say,
And they are synonymous with the Lagos people.
I'm telling you, you see, so many years back, people used to make fun of me because I used to do a lot of cultural things, including food, wherever, anywhere, where my friends and colleagues would do the Ajebota stuff. Me, I will just bring Gary. But now I'm happy that when you go to parties,
They are serving
they are
Gary.
celebrating Gary.
Yes.
Okay, and now say, okay, now you are now coming. You understand what I'm talking. Honestly, they used to hate me because in the middle of everybody is eating this rice, this, and I would just say, enjoy for me, Gary. Give me Gary.
Don't be
which
sugar.
is indigenous because it is indigenous to me, and my mind is saying this is what I want now. Same with kuli, same with
Alata.
mosa, same with the, I mean,
Gurundi.
Look at, what are you telling me? So we have a variety, and you see this live, our social engagement. Some people would say, I haven't seen this before. It is during that kind of period that a lot of people experience, because some people are locked within the comfort of their homes. But when they go out there to socialize, particularly in Lagos,
That's when they open up.
you are learning a lot there. You don't even need to, and it's free of charge. You are eating, you are tasting, you are taking, they even serve you to take home. And you're also giving it to people, how people are making money. Hey, can I have your card, please? Complimentary card. Where are you? Where is your office? That's the way to generate money. So food is something that we complement every other item. Music. How can you have a program and you can't serve food that is.
And do you know this is now Amala? On the
Abula.
spot, Abula.
You see the way you see
to Lagos
smoke is there.
parties.
See the way packaging it for you, And now it's even much comfortable and easier when you have people deliver these foods for you.
Yes.
It's
okay,
not
Shadow.
you. Yeah.
My producer is just is asking me that, because again, Agidigbo music is one of the music that is synonymous with the Lagos.
With
place.
Lagos.
Oh yeah.
Àbí?
I'm calling Agidigbo.
Wọ́n rán mọ́ lọ́jà.
Wọ́n ti ń wá tí.
Olórí ọ̀ka oníná ìwà. Come on, let's go now. Check it out, me that.
Wọ́n
Wọ́n rán mọ́ lọ́jà. Má ṣẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀.
Microphone o.
Olórí ọ̀ka oníná ìwà. Igun méje. Àtàrẹ méje. Pẹ̀lú àbùdó méje. Wọ́n go mọ́ṣẹ́ dúdú. Wọ́n wá gbé fún pàdí ọ̀dẹ̀ sìn. Wọ́n wá gbé fún pàdí ọ̀dẹ̀ sìn. Òṣìkà má ṣìkà mọ́.
Ìkà àpò níkà o.
Òṣìkà má ṣìkà mọ́.
Ìkà àpò níkà o.
Òṣìkà má ṣìkà mọ́.
Ìkà àpò níkà o.
Ìkà àpò níkà o. Láyé èrè àpò níre lọ. Oye ìbá ìkà àpò níkà o. Èrè abẹ́nire lọ. Ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ gùnkà láyé. Ọmọ rẹ̀ á jẹ́. Aya rẹ̀ á jẹ́. Òun náà àrùn. Gbogbo bí bá kò mọ̀ bí àparò. Gbogbo bí bá kò mọ̀ bí àparò. Mo sọ fún ẹ tẹ́lẹ̀. Pẹ́pẹ́yẹ òrùngbà dúdú. Ó bímọ ọkùnrin nìkan mọ́. Pẹ́pẹ́yẹ òrùngbà dúdú. Ó bímọ ọkùnrin nìkan mọ́. Pẹ́pẹ́yẹ mi jẹ. Pẹ́pẹ́yẹ mi mu. Pẹ́pẹ́yẹ mi wẹ̀. Tó bá dọjọ́ alẹ́. Pẹ́pẹ́yẹ kì í sùn. Tó bá dọjọ́ alẹ́. Pẹ́pẹ́yẹ ò ní sùn. Tó bá dọjọ́ alẹ́. Pẹ́pẹ́yẹ kì í sùn. Mo rẹ́yẹ. Ẹ̀rù ó bá mi òyeyè. Mo rẹ́kùn. Ẹ̀rù ó bá mi òyeyè. Mo rẹ́kùn. Ẹ̀rù ó bá mi òyeyè.
Because I know that if we start
Ẹ̀rù ó
now,
bá mi òyeyè.
we will not go away from here.
Hello, 212.
You need to talk about the slang.
Yes, the lingo.
Lagos.
You need to give us some before you go.
Abi?
Yes, now. Oh yeah. Let's.
These slangs,
And
they
you
come
know,
in
They come in.
different shades and
sizes.
variety.
Give us the,
but
the recent ones, or maybe those ones that were popular at that time.
Ifa, ẹ̀yin teko. Alpha, ẹ̀yin teko.
Okay.
Oh God! Too late. That one is too late. Hello. No, but because Oriye Wambe. What does that mean? When they say Oriye Wambe, I say you are doing well. I say Omo Jaka Osamo emi gan fẹ́ gbẹnu sí. Tún gbẹnu sí torí Ọlọ́run. He says so we can continue. Ó ti pọ̀jù. Àbáwọ̀. Tuale. Àwọn méjì wà bá. Ṣáwọn ọmọ yẹn lọ. Kò sí nǹkan. Bàbá, ẹ̀mí sí mi lára.
Ẹ̀mí miss you lára.
Mami.
Eko for sure.
Eko for sure. I'm telling you. No, we have.
How do we ensure? I mean, we can sit here. This generation can identify with some of the things that you've said here today. How do we ensure that some those things that we know Lagos for, they stay?
Yeah.
Even if they are fine-tuned, they're sweet. But those things will always be
we sustain the culture, Yeah, it is the way that I think we can go about it is to, for instance, in my house, so my children, once in a while, I express some of these things in the manner in which I relate with them. So they grab and catch and actually use it when they're also having conversations, with their mates. They may be, in fact, and we can also encourage our musicians to look at the valuable and the useful, and the benefits of some of these things in terms of whether dressing, slangs, and things, and incorporate them into their lyrics. It's very important because students, not only students, children, tend to identify with musical expressions, especially if the beat is something that they love. So we need to, our musicians should compose music, that will help us build to sustain our culture. If they are deficient in certain cultures, they should also research. It is not just, we know that nowadays they don't necessarily want to go deeply into, research, but they need to be encouraged to do that. So that you don't just, pick on just one lyric and say this is it and add some beats and no. We can't sustain that. Okay. Because the music that people like, our father Haruna Ishola, Ebenezer Obey, and they still are very much there. And the idea is that we tap from there to, help ourselves to build our folk tradition, our cultural, traditions, and they help us. In any aspect of our social, cultural life, we tap from them. So the younger ones should do same research in terms of the food, in terms of the songs, in terms of what we wear, in terms of how we decorate, in terms of the design of the drums, every aspect of our life. Okay. Because this is something that will help us sustain this culture that you talk about. Yeah.
Okay. Any other business of the day? Okay. But then also, yes, briefly also, how can government help?
Yeah, I always say that there are so many, for instance, there are some theater halls, because that's my own area. There are some halls that have been built by government. They need to maintain those facilities, ensure that programs happen there regularly, and not just any kind of program. You bring programs that will help to promote government projects, individual projects, independent, sponsors and all of that. Those facilities are not just there for decoration, because some of them are wasting. I can name names. Right. They are there wasting.
So government must ensure that the reasons for establishing those spaces must be put to
and you employ people who will work there and transform those, what do you call it, facilities to something that is utilized, well utilized, useful, that it will help us sustain our culture. For instance, I mean, if, name it, whether a councillor or Lagos State chairman has an agenda, something that will help the community, you mobilize people into at least one hall like that. And say, okay, these actors, these musicians, this is our project. This is the
Community project.
Community project. This is the subject that we want to promote. Oh yeah, put it into drama. Put this one into music. And and people, after a while, when you build that, followership, participation, and if you give back to the society, you will see that they will be paying something to even come and see. So, okay, what next does our commissioner have for us? So, okay, let's go and see. So there is a test. So it's not just saying, okay, my 100 days in office. No, let the community also themselves say, okay, this is 100 days in office of our chairman. Let's see, this is what he has done for us.
Project it to everyone.
You understand something?
Okay. All right, Joy, I think.
Oh, interesting conversation we've had talking about Lagos social life. Lagos social life is vibrant.
Yes, sir.
Deeply rooted in culture. Vibrant, that word vibrant. Very intentional about
And
using
you
that
can vibrate it.
Okay. So I've learned a new name for my hairstyle.
Yes, sir.
Kojusoko. Okay. Thank you so much, Tunde
pleasure.
Shotumiri,
It's a
University Don, an entertainer,
Comedian, all-rounder. Yes,
all-rounder. Talking about Lagos social life. Thank you so much for your
It's
time.
a pleasure indeed. I mean, honestly, it's always a pleasure to be at home.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right. The conversation continues. Please stay with us.